The other night on stream, I was playing Aurora against a Florian, and I ended up losing because I missequenced my turn. It was a really weird turn, and to be honest, at first, I didn't think I even missequenced, and so I had to actually stop and recreate the hand and kind of talk to chat, and then chat was able to tell me where the mistake came from and how I could have won the game if I had sequenced the game, that turn, in a better way. After talking to chat a little bit longer, they thought it would be a fun idea to turn that scenario into a video. So we're going to recreate that today, and we're going to walk through it step by step so you can see what mistake I made and how to fix it in the future. Thanks for stopping by, guys. I hope you enjoy the video. Let me set the stage for you. I'm at 3, and my opponent is at 13, and I'm looking to put this game away with my 5-card hand. Florian's hero ability is turned on, but my opponent does not have an arsenal, just their 4-card hand. Their 4-card hand is Looming Doom, Swarming Gloomveil, Bramble Spark, and Autumn's Touch. They also have a Barkskin of the Millennium Tree with 1 counter on it, and a Grasp of the Arknight with 1 counter on it. My hand is Burn Up Shock, Static Shock, Electromagnetic Somersault, Ravenous Rabble, and I have a Burn Up Shock in Arsenal. I also have a Channel Lightning Valley in play, and a Fyendal Spring Tunic with 3 counters on it. First, let me show you the line that I took. I start by playing both sides of Burn Up Shock, and my opponent lets Shock connect, and I draw a red Entwine Lightning because of my Channel Lightning Valley. I also play both sides of my other Burn Up Shock, thinking that I can maximize damage this turn, and now my opponent is at 11. Next, I use my Tunic resource to throw Starfall for 2 go again, and my opponent blocks with Barkskin and Grasp to cover it up while also creating 2 Embodiment of Earth tokens. Then I throw my Entwine Lightning and fuse it with my Electromagnetic Somersault to give it go again, and my opponent blocks with Bramble Spark for 4 because of the Embodiment of Earth tokens. Next, I throw my Ravenous Rabble and reveal a blue Lightning Surge off the top of my deck. My Rabble gets blocked by a blue Autumn's Touch for 3. I somersault my Rabble to get it back to my hand as it is my only go again attack. I play my Rabble again and reveal the same blue. This time my Rabble gets blocked out by Swarming Gloomveil for 3. The last attack I have is a Static Shock, and I send this at my opponent, which gets blocked out by a Looming Doom for 5. The way that I played this turnout gave my opponent the ability to block out both of my Burn Up and Shocks and really took all the wind out of my sails. Let's now look at a better line that would have actually allowed me to connect with my Burn Up and Shocks and put me in a winning position. The better line would be as follows. We start with Burn Up Shock, and our opponent lets Shock connect, and we draw into a red Entwine Lightning and put our opponent down to 12. We then play both sides of our other Burn Up and Shock and put our opponent down to 11. Next, we play Entwine Lightning for 4 and fuse it with our Electromagnetic Somersault to give it go again. Our opponent blocks with Autumn's Touch and Barkskin to cover up our attack and create 2 Embodiment of Earth tokens. Then we use Tunic to throw Starfall for 2 go again, and our opponent blocks with Swarming Gloomveil for 3. Next, we throw Ravenous Rabble and reveal a blue Lightning Surge, and our opponent blocks out with their Bramble Spark. We somersault our Rabble, and then we throw it one more time, and our opponent blocks with their last card in Looming Doom. We end our turn by attacking with Static Shock, and our opponent blocks with Grasp, and we hit our opponent with both Burn Up effects and the physical damage. It's important to note that our opponent could have blocked a couple of different ways in the second sequence of things, but the point of this is to show you that if we sequence our turn correctly, it doesn't matter how they block. We were going to put them below 5, take every card out of their hand, and put ourselves on the front foot, which is exactly where we want to be late in the game. It's also very easy to sit and say, well, if my Rabble had been a red, then it wouldn't have mattered and we would have won no matter what. That is very true, but this is a good chance to stop and look and say, if we sequence better, we can get there. Because by leading on the Starfall, we're actually giving our opponent a chance to block with both pieces of equipment, utilize Barkskin entirely, and shut us down with some bad variants. But when we sequence correctly, we can play around Rabble being the blue, and we're going to get there in the end no matter what for a really good value turn. Guys, if you got any questions or comments, leave them in the comments down below. I'd love to hear about them. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy, guys.